Good morning. Good morning. Hello. My name is Kat, and this is a 30-minute yoga practice for comeback yoga focusing on our lower body. We'll start this morning in our easy seated pose. It can be on the ground or in a chair or on a sofa, wherever you are. Find a seat with a strong foundation. For example, our easy seated pose is simply a cross-legged pose. And then bring the palms of your hands together and gently rub them, just tuning into the sound that creates. And then bring your hands down to your legs. Gently press down through your palms, allowing your legs to ground down. And at the same time, allowing your shoulders to roll back and down, maybe lifting up through the crown of your head, creating space for your breath. And pause here to simply notice your breath. Inhale fully. And exhale. Then bring your hands down either side of you, grounding your palms down. Extend your legs out, pressing through your heels. Again, lifting up through the crown of your head. Maybe trusting yourself to roll your shoulders back and down. When you exhale, pull your navel towards your spine, engaging your muscles to hold you up in these beautiful poses. Exhale here. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold any amount. So bringing your hands down to your legs, reaching the center of your chest towards your feet. And simply noticing what muscles are illuminated here, what parts of your legs are touching the ground. And then slowly walk your hands back so you can sit up tall again. Bring your hands down either side of you to support you, and then just allow your legs to bounce. Just shake out that stretch. And then with your hands planted down, inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the balls of your feet down to the ground. Lift your hips, lift your gaze, and bring it back down behind you. 3 breaths here. Taking breaks as needed. Pressing out through your toes, your heels, lifting up through your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hips back down. Now, go ahead and bend your knees, ground the soles of your feet. And we'll come down onto our backs so that we can then lift up our feet, lift our knees in. Point your toes and begin to pedal your legs. So creating circles here, bringing one knee and then the other in towards your chest, then pointing them out. Hip distance apart. Begin to feel the warmth created in your lower abdomen, movement through your hips and knees and ankles and toes. Slow, deep breaths. And with any pose, any movement we do, if it ever becomes such that you can't maintain a slow, even breath, just pause and rest or slow down. One more round of breath here. And then bring your feet down to the ground. Step your feet in so the big toe edge of your feet are touching, and then bring your knees out wide, soles of your feet together, and the palms of your hands to your thighs. Pause here and breathe. One more exhale here. And then bring your knees up, hip distance apart, feet down on the ground. And then lift your right foot up, bringing your right knee in towards your chest. And then rotate at the hip so you can place your right ankle on your left knee, and then bring the palms of your hands to your thighs. Consider staying just here. If being grounded, connecting with more parts of yourself to the ground feels just right for your practice today. Or for a little bit more sensation through your hips, a little bit more of a stretch. Go ahead and lift up your left foot as well and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Your right elbow maybe on your right thigh. And then play with extending your left knee. Maybe bending it again, going back and forth, and just noticing how that influences this pose and your experience in it. Now go ahead and unwind your hands if they are in the back of your thigh, and bring your left hand to the inside of your left thigh if you're lifted or grounded. And then go ahead and use your hand to guide your legs in the shape that they're in over to the left until your right foot comes all the way down to the ground. You can bring your gaze over to the right to complete a twist along your spine. One last exhale here. And inhale, and go ahead and Lift your legs up. Uncross your right leg. Take a moment and let your legs sway side to side. So just knees over to the left and then to the right. And then coming back up to center, we'll come onto the other side. So please lift your left leg, rotate at the hip, placing your left ankle on your right knee, flexing your left foot, and bringing your hands to your thighs, just gently pressing in, taking a moment to notice your legs in this shape. And then stay here, regardless of what you did on the other side. If being grounded feels just right, pause here. Or for a little air, a little more movement, and stretch through your hips. Lift up and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, pressing the sole of your right foot up. And then maybe moving between a bent knee and a right extended knee. And then if your hands are interlaced behind your right thigh, go ahead and release your hands. Use your right hand on the inside of your right thigh to bring your legs over to the right. And your left foot will come all the way down to the ground. You can bring your gaze over to the left and pause. Your right hand you can use to lift your legs closer to your right shoulder or bring them further away. Just to personalize this pose for yourself this morning. And slowly, slowly come back up through center. Uncross your left leg. And again, let your knees fall to one side and then the other. Then come back through center. From here, extend your left leg long. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, maybe out a bit. Maybe closer to aiming towards your right armpit. You can stay here in stillness or gently create circles with your ankle. And you can circle in both directions. One last exhale, heel, pull your knee in, noticing how that massages your low abdomen, opens up through your hips, and then bring your left knee in as well and pause here for a moment. You can take a little rock side to side or Simply be here, pulling your knees in towards the outside of your chest. Slow, deep breaths. And then go ahead and extend your right leg long, keeping your left knee in, creating circles with your left ankle. One last exhale here. And slowly extend your left leg out. Take a full body stretch. Bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest, but this time go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. You can place your hands on your ankles or shins or the little toe edge of your feet, pressing your knees out and away, pulling your feet in towards your chest. Then releasing your hands, bring your feet down to your mat, hip distance apart. Take a little baby step in, bringing your heels closer to your pelvis. And bring your hands, palms down either side of you. Exhale. And as you inhale, lift your hips, come into bridge pose. You can bring your hands, palms together underneath you, and roll onto your triceps, so the back upper edge of your arms. Lift your hips. Press down through your shoulders and feet to open up across the front of your thighs and hips. Three more rounds of breath here. Take breaks as needed. One more inhale. And then release your hands. Place your palms down, pressing down as you bring your hips down as well. And then bring your knees up, cross one ankle over the other. We get to roll along your spine until you come up to a seat. We'll come back into our easy seated pose. And just as before, rub your hands together. And likewise, bring your hands down to your thighs, just feeling into your legs, maybe noticing feeling of circulation through your legs. Notice your muscles. Notice them grounded to the earth underneath you. And check in with your breath. Allow noticing your breath to be a way to come into this moment. Feel what's present for you in your body. One more round of breath here. Reach your arms up overhead. Turn your palms forward and bring them down to the ground, turning to come onto all fours. So shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. And then step your right foot forward to your right thumb. Tuck your left toes and lift your left knee, coming into a lunge. Lift the back of your left thigh and press back through your left heel as you press forward through your right knee, bringing it over your right ankle. Press down through your hands to reach the crown of your head forward, lifting up across the center of your back, and then reach your fingertips forward and up. And as you exhale, bring them back down either side of you. And as you move your arms, lift up through your hips, coming out of your lunge a bit. Exhale and drop in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, ground down. One more time. Inhale, lift. This time as you exhale, bring your hands also down. Then lower your left knee. And bring your hands to your right knee, lifting up the center of your chest, allowing your hips to ground forward and down, opening up across the front of your left thigh, your left hip. One more inhale here. And then exhale, bring your hands back down. Now go ahead and lift your left knee again. Walk your hands over to the left, turn your toes to the left, and come into a wide leg forward fold. Just allow the crown of your head to ground down. And you can turn your fingertips so they're pointing back. Maybe do a little walk with them back just to create a bit of a deeper stretch. Just until you feel lovely sensation across the back of your legs, but can still maintain a slow, even breath. And walk your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale and lift halfway, extending your elbows, reaching the crown of your head forward, your sit bones back. And then as you exhale, walk your hands over to your left toes, bend into your left knee, and we'll come to the lunge this side. Lift your fingertips forward, inhale, lift up, exhale, swing them back either side of your hips. Keep going 4 more times with your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Lower your right knee and bring your hands to your left knee. And bring your hands down. This time we'll step our left knee back to meet right tabletop. Inhale, come to cow pose, lifting your sit bones, lifting your chest and gaze. Exhale back to child's pose. So press into the palms of your hand. Lift the center of your spine, rounding your spine, tucking your chin and pelvis. And then press your knees back towards, or your, excuse me, your hips back to your heels. And bring your forehead down to the ground. One last exhale here. Inhale, rise up to all fours. Cross one ankle over the other, hips back towards heels. And then bring the soles of your feet to the ground, your hands to your knees. Again, lift your chest, lift your gaze. And slowly, slowly, as you exhale, round your spine, come all the way down onto your back and extend your legs long on the ground. Bring your hands either side of you with your palms up and settle into our final resting pose. Noticing the movement of air across the soles and the top of your feet. You stretch through your toes. You can point and flex your feet to notice your ankles. And then bend when needed time. Just creating a little movement, a little bit of a bounce through your legs, and then bring them to till stillness. Ground down evenly through your hips. Feel the movement in your abdomen and chest as you breathe. And bring your awareness up and over your shoulders, maybe moving them away from your earlobes, grounding through your shoulder blades. Allow your arms to rest on the ground. Stretch out through your fingers. And then pull your fingertips into your palms, squeeze in, and then again release. Allow your hands to rest. Feel your shoulders and the back of your head supported. And even allowing the muscles along your neck to rest. Likewise, your brow and temples, your jaw. Take these last few moments to simply allow your breath to come naturally, your body to rest. Take one more round of breath here, slowly, slowly. And then inhale and reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. And roll over onto one side or the other using that arm as a pillow. Press down to rise up. Place your hands on your thighs. Take 3 slow, deep rounds of breath here. Simply noticing. Tucking into your pocket anything in your practice that you want to take with you throughout your day. Maybe even just the knowledge that at any moment you can pause, come into your breath. Knowing too that you're supported by this practice and this community. And we'll close our practice here. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again soon. Take good care. Bye.